Hi friends, and welcome back to Kay's Essentials. So last tutorial we created a table, and now let's just say your boss has come back to you and they said, okay, Kay, that table that you made for me is not quite attractive enough and I need it to go around, mothers, kids, parents and kids. It needs to be more colorful. Can you just dress it up a bit and make it look nicer? And then you're like, okay, all right, so let's figure that out. So I'm just going to open it straight up right now for us. So this was the table that we made the last time. And just so we can review the document, this was the document that we recreated. Okay. So we need to make it look more attractive because there's kids that are going to look at it and what have you. So in order to add color to this, first let's add color to the title. So we remember we double click on the top to reach the top footer like this. Okay. We're going to select the title. This little box automatically comes up because we're telling Word that we need to do something to this text. It's automatically going to bring up that little side window here. So let's change the font a bit. So the font is always at the top here. It's just a quick window as opposed to going the long way of doing it, which is the top, or the top icons at the top of the page. We're just going to do it the quick way here that Word already has. So we're going to just change the fonts, and you can change it to any font that you want that looks attractive. So let's just use this one right here. I think it's called Bodoni MT Black. Let's see what else they've got. Let's use Broadway. We want it to look like a nice pink color. So I'm going to just show you how I got there. So we want to change this to pink. As you know, the window automatically comes up. We're going to click on this A here, which is for the font color. You're going to click on this arrow. It's going to bring down all of the theme colors. And to get more colors, we're going to click on the color palette right here to click for more. And it will bring up another color palette. And you can just click on any one of these little shapes to get the color you want. So I'm going to pick pink and we're going to go to OK. So there's the title changed. Now we're going to double click off this page to go back to the main document, and let's just put this category here. We want to make it a size 20 because we all know that big font, big letters attract kids and people can see it better. So let's just put this, let's see what other font we can change this one to. And we also want it to be easy to read. Let's just leave it at this one. And we're going to change the color to, let's leave it light blue. So it's light blue. Now we want the table itself to be a bit colorful. So let's just say your boss wanted the table to be, green, yellow, blue, orange, pink, whatever. So in order to do that, we're going to go along the top icons here, the top tabs along the top, and you see where it says table design. We're going to click on there. And the tab is going to change over to all of these designs options that it has along the top here, which you see is changing the table just as I move along to see what I want and how I want it to look. So it has several different designs that we could use. And if we just go over all the way to the side and click on this bottom arrow, it brings up all of the designs available. So what I'm going to choose for the purpose of this tutorial is, let's go with let's go with yellow. Do we like yellow? Mustard, green, blue? No. Oh, there we go. Let's go with yellow. I picked this one because it still has the lines here. The other one didn't have any lines in it. So I've taken away most of the lines in the table and kept it this way to make it just a little bit more attractive, to jazz it up a little bit. And if you wanted to change any of these lines, you can always select the column area and right click and change the fill color or change it to any other color individually if you had to do that. Just to say we wanted it to be yellow, green. So we'll do the same thing here as well and click on the green color. So we can change it, customize it, whichever way you want. Let's just say we needed to make the lines a bit thicker. You would go over to this section here. Let me just see if this is the right one. Okay, so this would actually bring back all of the lines in the table so that we can see what's going on here. Okay, that's fine. Sorry, I'm getting a bit of a brainwave here, but that is what that's for. So let's just say you did want to have all of the lines back on the table. See this little icon right here? We would click onto it. We're going to go to this area here and it's going to ask us what kind of line style do we want, and I just want the basic line to be on here. Why did it not come up? Maybe I should pick this one. Okay, there we go. Just pick the second one and it came up with all of the lines back in the table. So this is just prettying it up, making it look more attractive, making it look more better for people to look at it. What else could we add to this? Okay, so that automatically brings the border up as well. Let's change the line style. What is this going to do? Oh, okay. There's always some new stuff that you can always find out as well, guys, you know, because the way I learned it, I mean, the best way to learn how to do this type of stuff is all basically trial and error. It's all trial and error, because that's how I learned to use Word, and it just made everything a lot more easier for me. So you can always toggle around with it, see what it's offering, see what it's all about. I really don't want this pen here. Can I get rid of this pen? Sorry guys, I'm just trying to take this pen away. Alright, oopsie. Okay, so we've prettied it up, it looks great, and this could be potentially something that you want to send to your boss, something that's ready to print out and use to stick up. So whenever you get asked to make an adjustment to a table, this is how you can do it, to add colors, to add pictures, and even if you had to insert a picture or any type of design. Let's say your boss wanted you to add some clip art or some shapes to it, you know, some triangles or some circles. What you would do is you'll go over to the Insert tab. You would click on Shapes. You would pick a shape. So I'm going to pick an arrow. And the cursor is automatically going to change to this cross. And you're basically going to click down and drag. And the arrow will come up. And the ribbon at the top here is automatically going to change because you can customize the color of the arrow, again shape, style, but let's just leave it green. And I'm going to click and hold, and you can move it to wherever you want it to be, and you can also toggle it to wherever you want it to turn or point to as well. So if you needed to add any type of clip art or media, let's do something else. What is this icon thing? I think this is new. Oh, so it has all different types of icons as well, guys. So much stuff that you just have to do trial and error, and then you could find something. So I'm going to click on the butterfly, and butterfly will come up. Oh, that's lovely. I like that. And of course you can move it around, place it wherever it needs to be, etc, etc. Let's just put it back over here for the purpose of the tutorial. And we're going to add one more shape. So we're going to go back to shapes, drag down, and if I needed to add a star, the cursor will change back to this cross, drag and pull, and the star, we can leave it right here. So you can add pictures, you can add any types of media, pictures or videos, wherever the Word document will allow you to place it, you can place it in there. So this is how you edit a Word template. Sometimes if you need to edit the words, you can just highlight the words and change the details in the template. If your boss gave you some new title information, you'll have to edit it change the titles and reword it, you can do that as well. And also add clip art, add pictures, add diagrams and designs and stuff like that. It's very simple, just by kind of just playing around with the design and insert tabs, and you'll see what options that you have to add and to edit your template. So again, that's how you edit a Word template, guys. And if you have any other questions on this or anything more detailed, please email me at kaysessentials4 at gmail.com. And I thank you again for joining me. Take care. Bye, guys.